StarCraft fans, this is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. This is a game between WayTeh and ByuN on New Gettysburg, the latter edition. In the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Terran player, it is ByuN. And in the bottom left side of the map, we have the Aquamarine Protoss player, it is WayTeh. Alright, so this match was sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com by somebody unknown. If you too have access to GM or Korean level replays like from ByuN, feel free to send them over to me. I will probably cast them with like a 99% surety about that, because it is a hard sledding right now finding some of the replays from some of these players. Alright, so a TVP here for you today on a New Gettysburg, the latter edition. ByuN is going for the 1 Rax opener. Gateway on the way for WayTeh as well. So both of these players are getting geared up for something real important here in this match. Probe heading across the little narrow ledge that leads between the bases. Going to try to see what ByuN is up to. If I was playing ByuN, I'd probe scout as well. I really would, like right away, just to see what was up. And let's see if he goes for the Reaper expand, because I do in fact have a Reaper name ready. And the probe gets in. The probe, no, I'm just going to scout the rest of the base, which isn't super important to see, but Barracks going to finish here at about 2 seconds. There it goes, and it is going to be a Marine. And walls the probe inside. A factory coming up for ByuN now, so just really going for the 1-1-1 Destiny Cloudfist build, as Husky used to call it. Probe decides, I'm just going to run around and keep scouting, I suppose, just to see what is up. Expansion Nexus on the way. And you know what this tells you from ByuN is this isn't a 1 Rax expand. He's going right on into that factory play. Marine chasing down the probe. There's nowhere for the probe to go. It was only a matter of time. And ByuN is just, he's too good. He's too good to leave that probe alive much longer than that. Second assimilator here from WayTeh. Gateway is going to throw in a Stalker. So Stalker opening instead of an Adept. ByuN is expanding after the factory. So I thought this was going to be a straight up 1-1-1 build, but it's not. It is not. He threw a command center in there, which is the Destiny Cloudfist strike build, as some of you are fond of calling it. I don't know. It's a lot of syllables. Not a huge fan of it necessarily, but I will use it from time to time. So Marines up. Hellion on the way from that factory, and everything rallied over here. So ByuN's planning on being pretty aggressive here in this early game. We'll see if WayTeh can hold it. If he can hold it, he's going to be in a pretty good position into the later mid-game here. What do we got? Hellion is moving on out, taking the long way around, not taking the little narrow pathway. Doesn't even touch the Zalaga Watchtower. Just, you know, heading on out, trying to see what he can see. Stalkers are very good against Hellions. I don't imagine WayTeh will have much of a problem with this. But continuing to double pump Marines, making a Widowmine here as well. Does he have a starport? Does he really not have a starport here? Stalkers trying to take out this Hellion before he can get any kills, and I don't think that should be a problem. Unless the probes line themselves up, and they do. One of them ends up getting killed, but Hellion doesn't do a lot of damage there. So ByuN, I don't know. I feel like it would have been better to wait for his Marines and his Widowmine to get the attack in there, but he got a nice scout. He saw exactly what was going on. He saw the early robotics facility, which is nice. A good thing to see for the ByuN. And I was going to check if he has a starport. He does have a starport. So starport here, not with a reactor. Instead, just with a single producing medevac on the way. Widowmines setting up shop here on the high ground, leading into his natural base. And Observer moving on out, just trying to see what it can see. There it is. There's the lift. There's the load. ByuN moving out here. Sub 4-minute Marine attack. And WayTeh might be teching up a little bit too much here. I don't know. He is making warp gates. Warp gate research just finished. He's warping in some Stalkers to deal with this. Where is that medevac? Here it is. Sneaking into the main. Photon overcharge is available. WayTeh is ready for this. And he's going to try to do this thing. Mothership core. Trying to see what we're dealing with. Photon overcharge. Doesn't want to overcommit yet. There's the photon overcharge. Going to try to hit. Look at this micro, though. Gorgeous micro. And actually using a warp prism to warp. Ooh, to bring the Stalkers onto that island to get some more shots off on that medevac. That was a great move by WayTeh. Holy crap. Nicely done, good sir. So both players are on 2 bases. Income tab is 28 to 35. Terran players up on this one. ByuN moving up this ramp with his Marines. There are a couple Stalkers, but that's not enough. Whoa, one Stalker dies immediately. The other one just retreating for its very life. Can it get out? It does manage to survive. Pylon being thrown up. Marines splitting, some sitting in the natural, then rejoining themselves again. Single probe gone. Another probe gone. Natural is locked down for WayTeh. He's in a ton of trouble right now. Mothership core is here. Does not... Oh, it does have enough for a photon overcharge. Decides not to use it, and the Marines take her down. Oh, Mothership core. Bad look. Bad look right now. Warp Prism trying to do some stuff over here in the natural, but there's a tank and 4 Marines just waiting for that to happen. Stalkers on the high ground trying to pick off that medevac. Can't quite get it. Good micro by ByuN moving that thing back. Marines chasing the Stalkers away as well. High ground advantage here to the Stalkers, but one Stalker gets taken down. Probes coming in to defend as well. Can they do this thing? Probes right on top of Marines, and all of them end up getting absolutely murdered. The Stalkers can't get the medevac. No, they can't get it. It doesn't matter. Too many Marines on the ground right now, and they do manage to survive with the adept help here. Oh, WayTeh survives there, but guess what's coming? Round 2, tank, Marine, Widowmine trying to sneak right out of here. Oh, with Liberator support as well from ByuN. This is looking real bad for WayTeh. Real bad from WayTeh. Natural base once again under complete lockdown by ByuN. Widowmines sitting here as well, just waiting for something to come down that ramp. Tank splashing all of these probes. It's 36 to 85 total supply. ByuN is just absolutely steamrolling right now. Nexus is gone. Viking in the sky in case that mothership core gets a little bit too close here. It is now 2 base to 1 base, soon to be 3 base. ByuN's working on his third on over there, but continuing. Should just lock this thing down, and that's it. The GG. The GG out of WayTeh. WayTeh is defeated. ByuN is victorious. And Terran gets the win in this one. So, all right. You might be saying, Falcon, why was this game longer? It's because this is a sneaky twofer. Sneaky twofer with ByuN. Got another one coming between these two players coming up in just a second. But let's take a look here at resources lost. Oh, yeah. 3,600 resources lost for WayTeh and only 1,150 for ByuN. Just gorgeous. I mean, the variety was also great for ByuN. Got the Marines, got the Widowmines, Liberators, tanks, Vikings. Everything he needed to do. It just came down to, I want to say, ByuN just got his army out faster. I mean, sometimes in the short games, that's really all that it is. Yes, he had great micro. Yes, his attack over here in the main base was okay. It got shut down pretty quickly. The defense by WayTeh was great. I loved the Warp Prism maneuver to bring the Stalkers over to this big old island to harass ByuN's medevacs, but didn't really do too much damage. Yes, it pushed ByuN back, but it didn't kill his stuff, and that was the problem. When the tanks showed up, it was just too much, and WayTeh was forced to tap out. So let's move into game number 2 here, coming up in just a second. Welcome back, StarCraft fans, to game 2 between ByuN and WayTeh here on Frozen Temple. In the top left side of the map, we have the blue Terran player, the terror that is ByuN. And in the bottom right side of the map, we have the blue Protoss player, Aquamarine Protoss player. It is WayTeh. Alright, so again, I like some stuff that WayTeh did in game number 1, but ByuN just too much good positioning, too big of an army, and WayTeh lost his natural, and that was it. I mean, that was the end. That was all she wrote for the Protoss player. So we'll see if ByuN goes for the same build, because again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I believe is what they say about things. ByuN going to probably go for that reactor off the barracks. Eventually, that early Hellion actually was my biggest confusion out of ByuN. Yeah, it killed a probe, and yes, it was a fine scout, but I don't know. It just felt like a waste of a factory cycle to me. Getting another Widowmine seems like it would have been a better thing in the long run. Either way, once again, the probe is scouting, and guess what? The SCV is scouting too from ByuN, so he knows he's got WayTeh on his back here, and problematically could turn into something where WayTeh flips the tables on him. So might as well scout, I suppose. He's checking for proxy stuff. He's checking for ninja stuff. Probe does get in. You can't wall off fast enough to stop this early scout from WayTeh, so keep that in mind. Nexus on the way. WayTeh's not changing anything that he's doing. He's going that 1 gate expand. Barracks is finishing for ByuN. The positioning tells me we're going to see Marine. So Marine early. And there's the wall off. But the probe got out this time, so the probe is not going to die. WayTeh has learned his lesson. And actually, no, it's ByuN. Oh, ByuN that has the sneaky stuff going on. Here's a factory coming up at the place where the player on the bottom right usually takes his 4th, I'd say. Just to the north a little bit. It's not a place you usually are going to scout. as the player in the bottom right, so it's a good place to hide things. If you're looking for stuff, looking for places to hide stuff, just watch ByuN. That seems like a pretty solid thing to do. What do we got back and forth? Marine patrolling back and forth. And second refinery up early for ByuN. Is he going for Banshee? Immediate starport. 2 minute and 15 seconds starport. Oh, could be a Cloak Banshee play. WayTeh. WayTeh. You need detection. You need detection so bad. Oh, crud. He doesn't know. He doesn't know this is coming. Did he see that second refinery? See, that's almost why you want to keep the probe in there. I mean, it's almost worth sacrificing it to see that second refinery timing, because that's going to tell you from Terran that's going to be Cloak Banshee. It just is. There's no reason to one base it with 2 refineries unless this is your specific strategy. And here it is. Look at this. Starport, Tech Lab, ready to go. Or is he going to transfer? Oh, he's got a Tech Lab on the factory, but it's busy building a siege tank. Is he flying tanking this thing? Yeah, that's a medevac. All right, so he's going to flying tank this thing, which I don't know if that's as devastating as a Cloaked Banshee would have been. I guess there's a robotics facility coming up, so Observer could be out by the time the Banshee shows up. But here we go. Tank on the way. Marines coming in here too. Stalker on the high ground. Trying to deal with these Marines. Doing an okay job with it. Oh, a bunker coming down from ByuN as well. This Stalker dead. Probes coming to defend as well. Stalkers, it's a very desperate moment here for WayTeh. Trying to kill the SCV who's building this bunker. He does get it. Small victories from WayTeh. Is there a pylon down here? No, no pylon at the natural. Oh, no. Oh, no, WayTeh. Marines coming right on in. Time Warp being thrown down to slow them down. But nope, the Stalkers are all gone. Pylons at the top of the ramp are irrelevant. At this point, there is an Immortal trying to come out of that robotics facility. But guess what? Just with 4 Marines and a tank. Wow, GG. ByuN with the 4-minute victory against the Protoss friend. I mean, it really just... all this really did for ByuN was make the tank get here a little bit sooner. That's all it was. This wasn't like crazy cheese out of ByuN. Okay, he had 5 Marines. 5 Marines in a tank. It was enough. It was enough. He didn't even need the bunker. He didn't even need the Cyclone or the additional Marines that he made. With 5 Marines and a tank, he killed everything that WayTeh had, except for the Mothership Core, still alive, but not throwing down a pylon on the low ground was a bit of a mistake, I think, from WayTeh. And yeah, the Stalkers just couldn't hang. That siege tank has 10 kills. 10 kills. Marines have kills as well. Just beautiful display of Terran domination here from ByuN, rather. And just catch your opponent with their pants down. That's really all you got to do. And it worked out. So nicely done by ByuN in this little 2-0 series today. Hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed casting it. I like these short games. Got to do another longer short games compilation soon, don't I? All right, so that's it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit the subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself. Patrons! Nicholas Cheek, Sean Govin, Nick Riley, Josh Cornelius, Jin, Robert Farmer, Kayan, Matt Meermans, Hakon Marcus, Christopher, Alex Coffey, Ben Raboyne, 19 Day, Kith Carlo, Alexander Canaras, Complex, Ian Westbrook, Michael McIntosh, Sam Estagoy, Bo Brissett, Cale Anderson, Trevor Smith, Matt Hadin, GMP, Sik Kupata, Pedro Batsaris, Michael Wellen, Plaid, Henry Cooper, Clayton Knight, Jan Kodera, Kevin Chang, Rajiv Bhatt, link at the top right. Thank you. Bye.